Hello everyone, it's Judy from Coffee Cookies and Books, and what we're going to do today is we're going to do book haul part 1, which will be mostly sci-fi. So hopefully you'll stick around for it. So great to see you again. I'm really glad that you're going to stick around for this. Now you might notice I have on the same thing that I had on in the freakout video, and that's because I'm filming these all on the same day. So I have multiple book hauls to film. I'm filming a couple today, and then I'll be filming, I think, 3 more on another day. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to cover today sci-fi fantasy. So I've got some really great options to show you, and we will get into it right away. Don't want to waste a lot of your time. So the first batch of books that I bought are actually, and these were all purchased from the book outlet, and they happen to have a ton of the Jim Butcher Dresden Files series, and I've been wanting to read these for a while. I'm not a huge fan of the format of these because they're that really skinny format, but you know, it is what it is. These were actually super cheap on the book outlet, so I was like, you know what, might as well grab them while because this is the first one, Stormfront, and then we have Blood Rights, and then Small Favor, and then Battleground, and then the last one I got was Peace Talks. So what this is the Harry Dresden, and I think he's a detective, and he, chases down these cases, and it's all kind of like, so it's very sci-fi, but it ties in fantasy elements, because I think, is he a witch or a warlock or something along those lines? Let me see if it says in the description on the first book. It says lost. You know what? I know I can read it, but it's much better with the glasses on. Okay. Harry Dresden, wizard. So he's a wizard. It says lost items found, paranormal investigations, consulting advice, reasonable rates, no love potions, endless purses, and other entertainment. Harry Dresden is the best at what he does. Well, technically, he's the only one at what he does. So when the Chicago PD, so it's in Chicago, which is really kind of cool, has a case that transcends mortal creativity or capability, they come to him for answers. And that's all that I have to have. So it's the series. And I actually really want to get into it because I've heard such great things about it. And it just sounds cheeky and very much up my alley. So I bought a bunch of those. Now, he also wrote, Jim Butcher also wrote a couple of others. One is The Cinder Spires, and I actually have a hardback of the second book in this series, and this is the first book, and this is a slightly different series. It, since time immemorial, or whatever, I can't pronounce that. I don't know why. The spires have sheltered humanity. Within their walls, the ruling aristocratic houses develop scientific marvels, foster trade alliances, and maintain fleet of airships to keep the peace. Captain Grimm commands the merchant ship Predator, loyal to Spire Albion. He has taken their side in a cold war with Spire Aurora, disrupting the enemy's shipping lines by attacking their cargo vessels. But when Predator is damaged in combat, Grimm joins a team of Albion agents on a vital mission in exchange for fully restoring his ship. So, sci-fi, definitely got the whole sci-fi feel down. I can't remember what the second book was about, but it sounded fantastic too. So really looking forward to that one. Then another one is The Dead Man's Hand, which is the Unorthodox Chronicles. So this is an underrated witch, a retired magic hunter, a shocking murder. So again, it's like another murder investigation type one. Now, I don't know if it's Dresden is in this or not. It must be somebody different. Must be a different character. Yeah, probably a different character, but I thought this sounded really, really good too. And then this one is one, it's called Heroic Hearts, and it's a collection of short stories, I think. Includes a new short story. And it's written with another person, Carrie L. Hughes. You know, it's funny because I actually know somebody by the name of Carrie Lee Hughes. I mean, what are the odds? This isn't her. But, you know, I mean, it's kind of weird, right? And this is an all-star urban fantasy collection featuring short stories. So it's got a few different people in it. And I'm not usually a short story person, but because it is urban fantasy sci-fi-y, I might very much like it. So I thought I would give those a try. And again, you know, it was from Book Outlet. You can tell by the little marks on it. And super cheap, so I thought we'd try that. Okay, so the rest that we have here are all other books. Okay. The first one is The Butcher's Masquerade, and this one is the fifth book in the series. And so I was saying in the freak out video, wasn't sure if I had purchased the fifth book. So yes, this is the fifth book. The only one that I do not have is the sixth book. So I have pretty much all of them. For the most part, 6 is the last one that's published at this point. 7 is on pre-order. So that's where we are with it. And I don't know what levels we hit here with this one. This is the 6th floor. So the way it works with the levels in Dungeon Crawler Carl is the 3rd floor is like really hard and really important. And the 6th floor is really hard and really important. So they're hitting 6 in this one. Anyway, can't wait for that one. Then I got from Aardvark the Memory Collectors, and I thought this sounded really interesting. Has a bit of a sci-fi feel to it. 4 strangers time travel to the past and find themselves stuck on the day all their lives were changed in a stunning speculative mystery from award-winning film and television producer Date Meserve. What would you do if you could spend an hour in your past? 4 strangers in a beach town in Ventura, California are about to find out. So I like the idea, and I think it hits where these things that happen were tragedies in their past, and somehow they get stuck there in the past. So really looking forward to reading that one. Monsters and Mainframes. Now, one of the guys that I watch, Andrew Watson, he's like a sci-fi fantasy guy, mostly fantasy, a little bit of sci-fi, but he featured this as one of the new books. And I was like, oh my God, I love the sound of that. And it is, Demeter just wants to do her job. Now, Demeter is not human, I don't think. I'm not really sure. I couldn't really tell if that was, or if Demeter was the ship. Anyways, Demeter just wants to do it, shuttling humans between Earth and Alpha Centauri. Unfortunately, her passengers keep dying, and not from equipment failures, as her AI medical system steward would have her believe. These are paranormal murders, and they began when one nasty ancient vampire decided to board Demeter and kill all her humans. To keep from getting decommissioned, Demeter must join forces with her own team of monsters, a werewolf, an engineer built from the dead, a pharaoh with otherworldly powers, a vampire with a grudge, a fleet of cheerful spider drones. Together, this motley crew will face down the ultimate evil, Dracula. I left that. It's so great. I'm like, but this isn't space. And I don't know exactly who Demeter is, because obviously Demeter's not human. So I'm not really sure, is Demeter a robot? Yeah, like this just sounds so good. I can't wait to read it. So So good. Okay. Then I got The Blighted Stars by Megan O'Keefe, and I wanted to read this one for a while, and when I saw it on Book Outlet, I grabbed it. It says, stranded on a dead planet, forced to ally with her mortal enemy, survival is the only option in the first book of a stunning widescreen space opera trilogy. She's a revolutionary, he's the heir to the dynasty. So I've heard so many good things about this one. And there's this one and another one, which is These Burning Stars. It's up here, right here. And I've got that one in my TBR cards. Hope I pull it at some point. You know, just the sound of them, because I love sci-fi. So if I can, and like if I can blend sci-fi and fantasy together, oh, like even better. Anyway, and then I included in this one, I bought, they had this edition of The Gunslinger on Book Outlet, and I noticed it wasn't one of those tiny mass market books. This is a really beautiful paperback, and I loved the cover, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. I used to have the series. So I had this, The Stand, I had the Hunger Games, but I lost all my books. Wherever that box that had all of those in it disappeared. And those were like my mainstay books that I didn't want to lose. And I lost them all. And a lot of them were original editions, like first editions of the books when they came out. So I was kind of bummed that they all went missing. But what are you going to do? Anyways, The Gunslinger, so I am going to, this is going to be a reread because I did read, I think I read the first 3 books in the series. I did not read the rest of the books in the series. But there are other books in his collections that I haven't read that say you should read. So I'm collecting those, and like I haven't read Salem's Lot. I haven't read Pet Sematary. There's a few, and as they pop up on Book Outlet, I'm grabbing them. So as I grab each one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do a Stephen King month. And I'm going to kind of reread a lot of them. Like I've already picked up The Stand. I have that one. The Stand I have read, but I will have to reread that one. And yes, there's a bunch, and that's what I'm going to do with them. So that is it for our sci-fi collection, and hopefully there's something in there that you find interesting. Honestly, I can't wait to dig into all of these because I love sci-fi so much. And yeah, so we'll be heading into the next collection. I think the next collection that we're going to do is cozies. So cozy mysteries, paranormal, that sort of thing. So we're going to go through a bunch of stuff that I've got for that, and that'll be next up. So we'll see you in the next video.